there, welcome back, and welcome to those of you who have not seen this channel. My name is Melissa. Today I'm going to launch a bit of an experiment for myself. I am a counselor, and the readings that I do is a side thing, just doing tarot readings, but also kind of wanting to integrate. I'm kind of wanting to integrate the passion for tarot and astrology with intuitive coaching and my work as a counselor. So I'm going to utilize the internal family systems philosophy, if you will, and utilize the interactive cards, okay? And these readings are going to be about personal growth and exploration. If I pull a card and you identify with it, or it elicits any response, you may want to listen that day. Hopefully I'm going to be posting these readings 5 days a week. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and it's new moon, so I'm planting those seeds. I have no idea how this is going to be received. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I don't know which way we're going to jig and jag, and I don't know. But it's a good a time as any to start down this path. Okay, I'm going to call this series Cards and Coffee. So welcome, and let's see what part of self wants to be seen and heard today. It is flippin' freezing. I know it's flippin' freezing mostly across the country, but I live in Texas, and it's dreary, it's cold, we should be moving into spring, and it's just freezing. I need a space heater under my desk that I don't have, but anyway, enough complaining. Let's not get the complainer card. Let's see if there's any other part. There it is. Okay, let's see what part of self wants to come out. Okay. So this is going to be different for everyone. You might want to take out a piece of paper or your journal and think about what comes up first for you when you see this image. Okay. I'm not going to lead the witness. You're the witness. Okay. Just look at this image. Okay. I will talk more about this image as I do the reading. Okay, so let's look and see what this part has to say. Okay. What does this part have? I'm going to be looking at first of all, the chakra centers. Okay, so as I pull the cards, I'm dealing with each voice in each chakra center, and then I'll be looking at some other things along the way, but bear with me. Okay, seeing how this goes. All right, so I have what? Oh, okay. He appears to be very self-satisfied, right? Fulfilled. Can be a bit overindulgent, which is, what I imagine the big tummy is all about. There's more, obviously, to his energy. Okay. But he has this sense, right, And it looks like here, at least he is projecting. He's at the 9 of Cups, not fully to the 10 of Cups, but he is projecting an image, right, of confidence, of fulfillment, of self-satisfaction. Okay. Okay. What do I want? Okay. You know, in the base chakra, we're looking at all of those things that help us to feel safe, secure, protected. It's money, anything in the physical realm, survival, property, safety, all of that stuff. Okay, so he's feeling pretty, at least he's projecting the image of feeling pretty good about himself. Okay. In the second chakra, the sacral chakra, we're looking at things that have to do with creativity, with relationships, with sexuality, desires. Okay, so what does he want? Okay, we got the victory card. Knight of Wands. Okay, so fast moving, impulsive, very sexual. Got 3 of Swords, some heartbreak. Page of Swords, and the Star, which is Aquarius healing. So what do I want? It looks to me like, you know, he's sitting right under the 3 of Swords. You know, he may have at one time felt very strong, virile, competent, confident. He may have felt, you know, that he could do anything. And it looks like there has been some heartbreak in his life, some sort of a truth that has maybe pierced through that delusion for him. And again, you know, as you're kind of listening to this, just think about not about the gender, but just the part, okay? And so now he may be thinking about, you know, well, once I've had this reality check, we'll say, or this new heartbreak, or this sense of self, I don't know if it's necessarily shattered, but we do have the Star, which comes after the Tower. You know, well, what happens next, right? What do I want? What do I want to? What I want is to heal. What I want is to take back my wand. What I want, maybe, is to get that respect that I believe I've lost somewhere along the way. Okay, so maybe why he has to, you know, get up on his pedestal and, you know, scream through a megaphone, through all these props, right? Okay, I can what? The solar plexus chakra says I can. Okay. So you got the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's look. I think it looks to me like through sheer willpower, and strength, this part feels or believes that he can do and create anything, that he is I don't want to say self-righteous, but that he can sort of dictate what it is that he wants to create and where and how he wants it to go, right? Like he really believes that through his word, through the power of his word or his truth, or maybe just his sheer willpower, that he can, you know, create this. Okay. I love, you know, I'm going to put you over here, maybe facing. I love what? I love. Okay. I love my status. I love my ability to direct my chariot where I want it to go. I love that sense of power and accomplishment. I love it. I love power. I love control. I love being the victor. On the deck, right? Okay. I speak. Ooh, I don't think I want to do that. I speak. What do I speak? What is your truth? What do you hear? Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I speak in defense of, you know, what I am doing, what I am growing, what is important to me. I speak to create in a way that makes me feel safe, secure, abundant. I can appear and sound defensive. I just want to feel safe, secure. Right? I want to feel safe and secure. I want that sense of self back. And so I speak in the manner that I do. Maybe directing everyone, getting tough, maintaining my position, standing on a pedestal, scaring all the people below. But really, you know, I just want to get back my sense of self, right? I see, what do I see? Okay. I see that there's more to what I'm putting out there. I know that this is a facade and that I could be exposed at any time. I see that I can appear obsessive at times. I see that I can appear moody. I see that but I know that there's more to how everyone is seeing me. Sometimes I know what's best, right? I see what other people cannot see. I know, okay? I know. What do I know? Woo! That I am up at night, worried, anxious, restless, cannot sleep because I don't believe the facade. I've got all of these beliefs about myself that I have to get up on this big pedestal here. I don't have faith in everything that I'm projecting. I'm up at night worried. What do people think of me? How do people think of me? How they need to think of me. How I want to be seen, how I want to be portrayed. So I have to get really big in bullying, right? Okay, so let's look at what is this part? What is this part afraid of? Or let's say, what is this part's role? What is this part's role in my life? What is this part's role in my life? What's this part's role? Okay, that's a question for you to ask yourself. Okay, do you ever portray this, or do you relate to this type of part? Okay, what is this role? Okay, we have recovery and isolation. Okay. It looks to me like, this role is trying to help or protect us from feeling alone or isolated, picked on, talked about. It believes, like, if I can project this image, then, I can get back my, when I felt empowered, when I felt that I was, all that in a bag of chips, or, when I felt confident and when I felt successful. I want to recover that. I don't want to feel isolated. I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to feel invisible. I don't want to feel invisible. Now, normally I would read out of the books. I'm not going to read out of the books for these readings, okay? And this is for you to take a look at these cards and see how you're relating, okay? All right. Well, what is its fear? What happens if it was alone? What happens if it was rejected? What happens if it, doesn't maintain that status? Got miracle. That's an interesting one for fear, huh? I just said I wasn't going to read out of the book, but I think I might have to. Maybe it fears that it needs a miracle, that it really is doomed to being alone and, being alone might cause a lot of old fear and pain to the point that it thinks, I need some kind of a miracle here. I really just don't have faith and trust that's why I've got to get so big and so loud. Okay. And what would it do if it didn't? How would it feel? What would it do if it didn't have to work so hard? The guilt card with workaholic at the bottom of the deck. She's chained. Look. She's chained. Being the angel, right? If it didn't have to work so hard, well, if it didn't work this hard, it might feel guilty. On the other side of that, is freedom, though, right? Let's look at miracle. Let's see, miracle. Do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles, integrity, gifts, reward. This part may not believe, right, in itself to create, I think I might have said it's to create the life that it wants. It might fear that everyone can see through it, through the facade, through the blustering. Honesty. So I said, what would it be able to do if it was free from doing all of this work? We got guilt, but what this says is honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. Awareness, awakening, and release. You know, I think this part, if it took the time to take care of this heartbreak, right? To take care of the pain, the anxiety that it is feeling, rather than getting up here and being a blowhard taskmaster. But look, he just looks awkward. He just looks awkward in his skin, in his clothes. Look at how he's pushing these people away, right? It's the thing that he's trying to protect himself from that he's creating. He could pull people towards him. You know, you can get people to do and work and help accomplish tasks, goals by being kind and bringing them in and being vulnerable rather than being like this overlord, right? This yelling, bossy person projecting all of your pain onto others, believing that you and you alone, you have to prove something. But he's forcing all these people to cower away from him. When I think really what he wants is friends, to bring some people closer. Okay. Final message. You know, just journal, see how this, how you relate to this, okay? Message in a bottle. Okay, message in a bottle. We will read from the book. Message in a bottle. Ugh. 18. That is my hair. Okay. Where did I go? Communication, a sign, a Cledon. The ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Okay, Spirit hears you. You don't have to scream. Go within. Ask to connect. Ask to for healing. Ask to be known. Ask for yourself to allow yourself to be, the wounded part of yourself to be known. Okay. All right. That is it for our first Cards and Coffee discussion. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Hit like, make a comment, tell me what you kind of thought, seen, heard, how you related to any of this. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye-bye.